Hi, Karilynn. We're going to go through your speech together, and I'm going to offer some comments. So I'm hoping I won't have any issues here getting this started. Okay, here we go.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Just want to share a little story with you. I've always been an avid horseback rider. It's something I've done my entire life before I could walk. I've always had tough horses, tough trainers. I've always had trainers that have made me cry in the middle of my lessons, at the end of my lessons. I've always had horses that have been stubborn, not wanting to listen to me, have thrown other kids off, rolled with other kids on them. It's just something that I always got stuck with. I liked the hard horses. I liked the difficulty level of them. It kind of made me feel like I actually knew what I was doing because I knew I could handle it. So throughout all of that, there was a quote that I heard a couple years ago that's kind of always stuck with me. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. If you do what is hard, your life will become easy. So that's
Okay, so this is, you built up, you had an introduction, perhaps maybe tightening that introduction a little bit so that your delivery comes across as even more confident. In other words, maybe if you told an actual story about getting thrown from a horse, or a horse that was just so difficult, but then you ended up working with that horse to the point, where everything, I don't know, something where it's just like a story. And but you have the right idea. Also, in terms of the vocal delivery, I think that I'm sure you were loud enough for that group. And I want you to notice body language. So this is pretty much how you are until the very end of the speech, hands folded in front of you. Okay. So maybe there are some places where natural gestures can be used. And I think your face, from what I can tell from this angle, facial expressions, it looks like your facial expressions are sincere. In other words, what you're saying and what your face is expressing and communicating are the same thing. The one thing, who said this quote? Because remember, the quote had to be someone who could be researched. Okay, let's keep watching.
been a staple quote in the horse community, but in other communities as well. For a lot of those that ride, we work hard. We've always worked hard. We just keep going no matter how many times we cry, no matter how many times we fall off, we just keep on going. My family's always been there to support me. They spend a lot of long nights in the barn. They spend a lot of long nights without me at home. And it's just something that...
Okay, I really appreciate that here your vocals change. And you're getting into how challenging it is. And your vocals sound like, match like it's hard. And I believe you, and the sincerity is there.
They're used to. We've done it for so long that it just doesn't really matter anymore. So I just like to put it out there for everybody to think about something that you've done in your life that has been hard. Something that you've done that you feel like it's paid off in your life, or something that you feel like you should work harder at with your relationship. Think about something.
Okay, so I think you have the right idea in terms of organizing your speech. Okay, I'd love to see you have a stronger transition right there where you go from your experience, how much energy, time, and sacrifice it goes in. And then you're asking them, now think about something related to you. Okay, so make that transition pivotal. Okay, make it a real clear. And so I want to put it out there. Go ahead and say something even stronger. It's like going, I would like for you to take a minute and think about a time or an activity or a passion, like whatever it is you want them to go for. Okay.
You've done that has been hard. Does it eventually get easier? If you keep practicing, if you keep going.
Nice job with the pause. I thought that was awesome. Oh, I jumped back. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on a second. I hit pause. Sorry about that, Karilynn. I accidentally took it back.
Or something that you feel like you should work harder at to make things in your life easier. Whether it be at work, whether it be at home, whether it be a relationship. Think about something that you've done that has been hard. Does it eventually get easier? If you keep practicing, if you keep going, if you keep pushing, and just persevering through everything, it'll eventually get easier. Sometimes if you take the easy way out, you end up getting stuck with something that's much harder. You get, I'm just going to not worry about this class. I'm just going to, scratch this exam, not going to worry about it. Well, then you fail the class. You have to take it all over again. You make more work for yourself. You make it much harder than what it really needs to be. So I'm just going to...
Nice job explaining a practical use for them to think about this. Like your example was very relevant to anyone who's in a class. Good job.
Finish it off and leave everybody with it. Think about things that you want in your life. Dreams.
Okay, so rather than I'm going to finish it off, I understand you don't want the formality of in conclusion, but think of a way, like plan the transitions.
That you want, things that you want to accomplish. And
Okay, look at your hands. I'd love to see your hands be a little bit more confident looking, but I also understand you don't have a podium in front of you. You've memorized this speech. I'm impressed with that. You did not have to memorize it, but I am impressed that you gave that a whirl. But using your hands with a little more intention, okay?
Think about working hard towards those things. Think about the time and the effort that you need to put into those. And think about the people that are involved that support you and how much they're behind you, even when it gets hard. So it ends up in the end to be much easier. So thank you everybody for joining me today. And this concludes my speech.
Okay, I would like to see you have a planned conclusion. So a conclusion isn't, so that's the end of my speech. I think you had a conclusion and then you kind of didn't trust it, maybe. So you needed to tell them, oh, by the way, that was the end of my speech. So for your next one, just bring it to a strong close that you have planned, okay? And also your audience seems so wonderful. They gave you, really, they look like they gave you those engaged, active listening cues, and that's just awesome to see that. Okay. That is a good first speech. You have a couple of things to work on, and you can also look at the rubric to give you some additional info. Thank you, Karilynn. It was nice to meet you through a video.